let's go. Yeah, again, no. Dexter. Oh boy. So feeding in position that you want him. You can count to yourself like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he gets up ahead, give him a little tension back on the leash. Thank you. Go back into position. So you can start counting the steps in between treats. So every 5 to 10 steps, good boy. I know that's a weird machine up there. 1, 2. Give him an opportunity to potty, of course. Now, if you were planning on doing a point A to point B walk with no potty breaks, or at least you telling him when you want him to go to potty, then you definitely can have a release word. With my dogs, I use go sniff. So we may end up walking from one position to another. And it means that we're walking and we don't do this type of behavior until I tell you can go sniff. Dexter, sit. So kind of keeping his attention on you is what's going to really help. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, good boy, Dex. And feeding him again close to your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, good boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, good boy, Dex. And once he's really doing well between 5 and 10, you can then later also do, then 10, 15, 15, 20. Throw in an easy 5. Good boy, Dexter. When walking past distractions like that, things that are going to make him jump and go after. Good boy, Dexter. Dexter. Maybe tactile touch can also help if he gets too distracted. Hi, good, yourself? Good boy, Dexter. Dexter. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what, you're behind me now. So it really depends on the type of walk you want. So if you want him to be able to go off and sniff, you can definitely let him do that. But as you can tell, on a loose leash, do not let him pull you to these different. Yeah, there you go. So if he starts to pull, you come to a stop. All right, let's go. Talk to him, tell him that we're going in a certain direction. You can also use your word heel. Good boy. And then as you're walking, Dexter, over here, you're practicing good attention back to you. You're practicing him listening, and especially when he's kind of like zoning out, like he was with the leaf blower and that girl in the automated car, you can try to get his attention off of that. Good boy, Dexter. So I'm just feeding him randomly. I'm going to start, asking for more. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he sees another dog. We come to a stop. Go look. Oh yeah, there we go. He gives me his attention back. We get another treat, and we continue to walk. Again, so you can see a loose leash. Oh boy, handsome. I'll talk to him. Dexter, sit. Good boy. There you go. All right, let's go. He gets really, all of our dogs get distracted by the environment. So if you want your dog to be more attentive to you, you have to make sure that you have to make sure that you are more entertaining for your dog than the environment is. Dexter loves to learn. Yeah, you saw that head snap the moment I said your name, huh? All right, let's go, bub. He loves to learn. So we're going to incorporate that into his walk until this becomes such a norm that you start to ask for more and more behaviors before he gets treats. So in regarding to counting steps, that means counting higher number of steps in between treats. So he starts to pull, you come to a stop, he looks back at you, you can direct him back to where you want him. Dexter, over here. Good boy. That touch. Remember that touch we taught him? That is going to be your best friend in these situations where he's, for example, let's say up ahead. Dexter, touch. Get him back into position. Over here. There we go. So I can either direct him around my body or just in front and to the side, kind of creating a J turn or J hand gesture or arm gesture to get him back into position. So if he's up ahead, it looks something like this. Dexter. So here's the J going around and getting back. There we go. Into position. All right, let's go. And if anything, I may direct him with light leash tension into a position that I may want. And as we're walking, everything's going well. Now especially work on attention, like right now there's Dexter. Good boy. Like just when he is not paying attention to you. Oh, that's a leaf, buddy. When he's not paying attention to you, not asking for attention then. When the environment gets, yeah, all right, back here. Thank you. Let's go. He's like, oh, do I need to go into a sit too? All right, let's go, Bob. I know, life is very interesting over there. So there's very little pulling on that. The leash did get a little taut, but I barely felt anything there, so let it go. But if he were to start really pulling, then I would come to a stop. All right, Bob, let's go. So I'll talk to him. He gets a little bit, so there we go. A little bit pulling. All right, over here. Thank you. Let's go. So I can give him a little leash pressure, and if he comes with it, good boy. Yeah, on the other side. I know, you walk with your dad on the... Yeah, there you go. So he starts to pull, we come to a stop. It's tedious right now, but good boy. He starts to learn. If this becomes a consistent rule of walks, is that if I pull, good boy. Dexter! If I pull, then we come to a stop, then he's going to start to change his walks. And there we go. So there's people on the other side of the road. Pretty loose leash, and I'll take it. Yeah, you. Yeah, goof. Over here. So we're walking. Walking. Dexter! Over here, touch. Yeah, good boy. Alright, let's go. But be careful not to use that every single time, or he's going to outsmart us, and he's going to pull to make you say touch. So what I want is more reinforcement, walking politely. Alright, let's go. Politely, rather than trying to correct him each time. There we go. So by that I mean, while we are walking politely, he's getting more treats than he ever gets for correcting inappropriate behavior. And by that I mean, just if he's up ahead, asking him to go around a different direction, things like that. You don't want to throw in too many of those, or he's just going to, again, outsmart us and end up pulling. Wait, over here. Thank you. All right, let's go. Friendly with the entire neighborhood, huh? Yes, you are. There we go, Bob. Good boy. And if he's too distracted with something in the environment, as you saw before, when he got distracted with that little girl and the leaf blower, I used tactile touch, so just touching his side. So again, I'm not gonna let him pull into anything. The more and more you allow him to pull you places, the more and more pulling becomes a behavior. So, I'm patient. I'm not gonna wait him out. There we go, bub. So now as we approach a person, we're going to go at a little higher rate of reinforcement because he just wants to say hello. So we may end up walking on the good boy. Dexter, here you go.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
You are pretty.
There we go. So when he came back to me, that's when I would give him a treat. But I missed my opportunity to be at a high rate of reinforcement as the person walked by because I'm handling a leash, a camera, as well as treats. But at that instance, I would have tried to have a higher rate of reinforcement while practicing either sitting and watching people walk by or walking and getting treats like this. So it would have looked something like, "Oh boy, Dexter, yeah, you." One treat after another. "Dexter, where you going?" You already know your way home, huh? This would be one treat right after another. "Dexter, let's go." You goof. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, Bubba. Where you going? Where are you going? You're walking behind me. Are you that tired already? Handsome boy. Oh boy. There you go. So he ends up pulling ahead. And if we are at home, we don't pull. There we go, handsome. Look at that. Look how I didn't even have to direct him and he kind of came back into position. You got a smarty on your hands. And that smartness can sometimes get you into trouble. Because you want to be on the trainer end of the relationship rather than him training you. So just keep that in mind when you are walking him, who's training who. Like, if you start to see a pattern develop, a pattern that ends in you directing him what to do constantly, then it may be that, sit over here, that pattern is something that he's doing to make you do something, a superstitious chain, as we talked about before. All right, bub, let's come through. And I'll start this next video about this whole thing.